Hello everyone, let me show you a quick maybe Christmas gift that I have knitted for our little one a while back. But it wasn't like it is. No, I need to rephrase that. I knitted it and it turned out small, and I found this project now and I think it'll be for her. What I did, I went through the numbers and stuff like that, so I'm going to tell you number of stitches, what kind of needles I used, how many rounds I did, what kind of decreases I did, and so on. So if you want to recreate this one, you can definitely do. Probably if you want to make a longer one, I will tell you in one section what you can do to make it slightly longer, because that will be an issue with me. So check that out. If I put it on, as you can see, I don't have head shape for it or hairstyle for it. However, do you want to try it on? It looks so good on her. And she's gone. As you can see, it doesn't bother her, it does not fall and anything like that. So let me show you how it looks like, and then let's go through what we need to have and how we knit it. So yeah, that's Mommy's notes. Right, so to knit it, I use DK weight yarn. This is I think 100% merino, and it was a yarn that was leftovers. So if I find a video what I actually knitted with this yarn, I may kind of give you information on the screen exact, or even a link to the video itself. So this is a green, and it has a shiny look, so probably superwash. It's just I don't remember. So the other thing what I used 4.5 millimeters knitting needles. So DK and 4.5 or DK and 4. I'm going to tell you what kind of gauge I got over here. So I was spot on. So I'm getting 5 per 1 inch. So in 4 inches we'll have 20 stitches. So it's like a spot on DK gauge. Therefore, I think I used the same for the brim, although you can go slightly smaller, maybe go 3.75 or smaller size, maybe that way. I think I maybe went with 4 and then 4.5 on this, or other way around. I'm not pretty sure, but like I said, the gauge is the most important thing if you want to kind of get the same size, and that's almost 2-year-old. Just saying. Therefore, we're casting on. Therefore, you can use DPNs and knitting needles if you want to, or you can use circular knitting needles. 16-inch would be, I think, preferable, so you can knit it around. I think it's easier than DPNs. However, you can do whatever you want, although you can switch afterwards to DPNs or magic loop. I might have actually knitted on magic loop to finish the creases. Let's start. So you cast on, I think over here I did cable cast on, or I think it's the same name for the German twisted cast on, and I think there's even the third name for it, although I might be mistaken. But definitely there is a tutorial. I can link it over here how I do it. I call it German twisted cast on, but I think someone called it also a cable cast on too. So I cast on 100 stitches, and I did 1 by 1 ribbing, so 1 knit 1 purl. However, both of them, they're twisted, but you can do your own thing. So basically why it's twisted, you may notice, for instance, the difference between these stitches above and below. So here is a proper V letter, and here it's more like a braid. So when it looks like a braid, we call it a twisted knit stitch, and if it looks like a V, we just call it a knit stitch. So over here, because as you can see I used small pieces of leftovers, I did, according to this, 9 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the ribbing, and then I divided it by 5, so we're getting 20 stitches in each repeat. And then in the beginning of the repeat, and then what I did increase, then I knit flat, and then I did decreases. Okay, so let's go to the section increases. So over here what I did, I call it M1 plus K1. Basically what that means that you're knitting through the center of the stitch and then through the leg of the stitch. I might have a tutorial, so I'm going to put it over here. And then we knit to the end of repeat, and we do that for every repeat. Then for the next round, we'll just knit, and then after next one, I do knit 1, and then we will do make 1, knit 1. So we'll increase this in the second stitch, not in the first stitch. Knit in the round and repeat that. Overall, if I find my thing. However, I presume you can do any increases over here the way you want to. And I have written down over here that I repeated that 5 times. So we increased in the repeat from 20 to 30 stitches, which gives 150 stitches total. And then I just knitted 5 rounds to get it kind of higher, and this is the section I would say probably that you can even increase more for, like, you know, your section of the head over here. And then because it's a rapid, let's think about this decrease as completely flat. So if you have the thing on the needles and you would want to kind of try it on, I would say make sure that it completely covers your head and it gives you slightly bit an extra, so that way the decrease, this kind of nice, I always say it, starfish look, maybe, will just drop nicely. Otherwise it will just hug your head, whichever effect you were looking for. So we're going now to the creases, and the creases what I did again in the repeat itself. So we have now 30 stitches. I do SSK, knit, yeah. I do SSK, knit to 2 stitches and knit 2 together. So basically we will be doing this shape, and once I finish the round repeating that in every repeat, I just do a knit round. And I do that only twice. And then I will be repeating just that decrease round, which is SSK, knit to the 2 stitches, knit 2 together, until I get 8 stitches total. Sorry. So hopefully you have heard that. And then when I have 8 stitches, I will just get maybe 8-inch thread, cut it, use the tapestry needle, and pull this tapestry needle through the loops on your knitting needle from the same way all the time. So that way when you pull, they're nicely tucked together. I like to go through one more time, poke it through the center, through the back, the wrong side, and as you can see I still have this. So I'm going to block it, I'm going to wash it. Would I put a pom-pom? Yes, I would put a pom-pom on it because it would look so cute, and maybe little something. I have this little bit left, we shall see. But not too big because it will just slide off your head with a little one. I might even leave it this way, it looks quite cute. Okay, you can see it. Yeah, and it fits her. It literally sits lovely on her head, and once I put on it on her, when I put on her, she did not notice it too much, and she was just wearing it all the time, which was strange because normally maybe the hats are too big, they're sliding, she's moving them, and eventually she doesn't want them. So this was quite cool. So if you're interested, maybe because I have measuring tapes and she's busy, I'll tell you in inches. For instance, the ribbing, I got 1.5 inch. Then increase section, let's go, because it's not really big. So I'm going from the first decrease to the, maybe to the end of the hat overall, like this. That's like 4 stitches. And then the, like I said, it's flat, so don't take that for consideration as a height of the hat. But the whole kind of star leg for me is also 4 inches. So I just measured from here till here, this one kind of leg. 4 inches, 4 inches total, 1.5 inch. So that gives you the measurements. Hopefully that will be enough, because yes. Bye-bye. Do you want to put it on? No. Okay, so bye-bye. Thank you.